but the accuracy wasn't there. Sunshine and the white keep the ball. Laying another chance against Adams, who from behind, it seemed, took it and gave it to Williamson. Williamson out to this side of the pitch where he's got Kent running for him. Chris Kent, his passing has been a bit off lately. Can he get round behind McCarthy? Yes, he's through. He also gets past Peter Lewis, and Lewis so far hasn't even let the wind by.
Yes, he pushed that a little bit too far in front of him here. I don't think he would have held on with Lewis steaming in there, breathing down his neck. Sunshine at the moment appear to have Ian McCarthy playing deep and in a defensive role, whereas they've got Hugh Howe playing up in the middle. Pocock. Oh, does that nicely. Just that one touch too many. There goes Cumming. He's putting away on the right wing. David Garthwaite covering very nicely, puts the ball out.
Beautiful piece of play again by Garthwaite. He timed that tackle well and met the ball so perfectly. A very good player. He feels the side is going well this year, except in the second half. He'd be the first to acknowledge that the game is 90 minutes and not just 45. Bray, one of the newer players in the side. He's been here about 4 seasons, but he's only had very few games. Lynn just in time to Kent, and Kent called him for it. Well played by Kent. It's right around Kokoska. Wide, a beautiful ball for Williamson. Williamson into the penalty area, must have a shot. Come on, Willie. Oh, well done by Bill Johnson.
Oh, yes, but Phil Williamson had a glorious chance to open the scoring then. He just let the ball roll on too far for himself and made it a horrible angle.
Well, you can depend on attacking football on this relatively small pitch, and with two sides who do play that brand of football. That's why we are enthused about the telecast. There should be plenty of goals scored here today, and we'll be the most disappointed people if there aren't any.
Yes, and so will the viewing public, I think. Cumming, lets that ball roll on nicely. Who's he got in the middle? Chubs it across nicely. Oh, McRobert, nearly a scissors kick. O'Callaghan. Oh, he should put this back to Van Egmond and cut all the danger out. Oh, that was a nice quick move by Sunshine. McRobert nearly putting it back over his head into the goal.
Van Egmond injured his left kneecap in the summer training session, and it still isn't right. Tells me it's still sore. Not his kicking leg, fortunately, because he kicks the ball still beautifully. Here they come back into attack again. The Sunshiners, the ball through to McRobert. McRobert must be offside. McRobert is telling the ref, well, what about Adams being between me? But it requires 2 defenders.
Yes, the goalkeeper and the defender, and he was level with him, and that's good enough to be offside.
Garthwaite, former captain, good technique and great talent. Into the thigh muscle against French of Muralbach, but doesn't seem to be belabouring him any. Howe's header, 2 in a row, falling for Petrov. Petrov made the Australian under-23 side. He has all the skills. But if you've got no room in which to move, there's not much you can do. It's Ringwood's ball. They're pressing home another attack here. O'Callaghan, who's lost some weight, probably because of the ribbing we gave him on television. Good player, John. Mike Lynn. Can he get through? He's in the penalty area, but he puts it over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick. Mike Lynn, a trier all the time. He works for the AMP, I believe. He headed a goal from outside the penalty area last week against Fitzroy, and the players on the pitch said it was the best goal they'd ever seen in State League soccer. He evidently timed it so perfectly and so, with such ferocity that it gave the goalkeeper absolutely no chance. Must have been a treat to see. This is Luton. Luton square to O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan square for Adams, but was forced into an error, and it's McRobert coming downfield, looking after Adams, or vice versa, and the ball's being picked up by Sunshine. Kokoska again, well forward, but it carries right onto the goalkeeper, Van Egmond.
Garthwaite coming away with the ball now, giving it to Bray. Bray, anybody moving for him? Nobody. He'll have to do it on his own, and he tries to do so, but a bad ball gives it to Sunshine. Plum asking for somebody to get into position, but nobody again. Kokoska has the easiest job in giving it to Howe. Howe playing in midfield today for the first time. We'll soon see whether he's good enough. What a bad mistake there by David Garthwaite. Let's Pocock in. Pocock to Cumming. Cumming infield, finding McCarthy. McCarthy with Pocock moving for him. Cumming trying to take his man on. It's Kent coming all the way back to cover. He gets round him nicely and puts it back. He lets it run. Oh. Pocock just wide.
Lang turned on the ball, had a shot, knew that had to time it with split-second accuracy, and it was his bad luck that O'Callaghan's legs were right in front of him. Van Egmond again. I told you about his sore left knee, which has been sore for weeks. Evidently chipped a piece of bone off it against Moorabach a couple of weeks ago. Up in the middle here now for a half volley. Puts it wide, and McRobert, has he got the pace against Adams? Can he get in front? Shoulder to shoulder, and Adams kicks it right out. That was the only thing he had to do.
Yes, the battle.
Adams was there, but Lynn hasn't got the pace to get up, generating a bit on hit for the Sunshiners, and it's Luton again in the centre, starting to spear off another attack by the Ringwood side.
Yes, back to Adams. Adams out to Callaghan. Callaghan playing well at the moment. We're trying to find Williamson. That's Lynn laying it off to Williamson. Kokoska shoulder. Finding Petrov. Oh, he's mucking around a little bit there. Gives it back to Kokoska, and he has to give it back to Johnson to clear any danger there.
It's GTV Channel on a Saturday afternoon. We're at Jubilee Park, Ringwood, where the guy...
But it's Pocock there. Robbed nicely by Garthwaite.
Beautiful day. Wasn't stiff by this time now. Finds Tower. Pocock. Such a good player, but so out of form this year. Top of the league in their division. They took a long time to sort it out, didn't they?
Yes, it did. The referee blew his whistle out.
Sunshine have dropped from first in just 2 weeks. Heavy penalty for them. They were on top of the world just a couple of weeks ago, playing so well. And don't forget that they've won their way into top company on their local talent. They plan to get Dave Anderson here from Hong Kong as the first departure from that pattern, unless Ian McCarthy's switch from Melbourne is considered in that light. Here's McCarthy now. He's taking the corner kick. Beautiful player. Wide of the penalty area. Oh, easy for Kent. A beautiful header, and it's falling for Plum, and look out. The defence is cut wide open. Oh, Richard. What's he done? Put the ball way through there. There was nobody except the defenders.
Yes, a bad ball. He was anticipating Kent to have a motor up his backside to get to that one, I think. Garthwaite now. Trying to get the side moving once again. Infield to Kent. A very classy player, Chris Kent, when he gets the ball. Richard Plum urging his players to move on. There's nobody up there. Art Koss running wide, trying to make some space, but the ball's too far in front of him and it rolls out over the baseline.
And we still have no score. Sunshine versus Ringwood. Sunshine beat Ringwood 4-1 in the night series, but lost to Ringwood 1-0 in the league last year. The match was played here. Bill Johnson for Cumming versus Bray, who's much higher. He tried to get in front despite that. Should have stayed behind. Would have bounced right onto his forehead. That's Cumming going through. Brought down. It must be his, and he's pretty upset with the break against him, and takes the kick. He was winning, has really put one right into the net. Beautifully done.
Yes, and I think there was a bad mistake on Nick Van Egmond's part. He hesitated and boom. Allows Ringwood looking for the equaliser now. Bray. Williamson coming down the left, making space for him. He gives it to him nicely. Williamson doing all the running. Slips at the crucial moment and gives away a goal kick.
After about 25 minutes of play, the first goal to Steve Kokoska. Steve Kokoska, a beautiful headed goal. We'll be back here for more action in just a few moments, and there's plenty of it here with Sunshine leading Ringwood 1-0, the game at Ringwood, and telecast by GTV Channel 9.
We started out early one bright sunny day.
1-0 after 30 minutes of play in the first half. A beautiful headed goal by Steve Kokoska. There's a corner kick coming up, chance for them to equalise right here and now. It's falling for Garthwaite. Is it past the goalie? Oh, well done, Bill Johnson. Bill Johnson, he certainly was home.
Yes, he had to scramble quickly to get to that one, and he got there very nicely. A good first-time hit by Dave Garthwaite. Really brought the best out of Johnson that time.
He deflected across the goal line, so he's given away a penalty kick, but not a penalty kick, given away a corner kick. And it comes in now from Kent. Kent off the right boot. A natural left footer. Garthwaite headed out right on the line again. Chris Petrov saved him that time. Two near misses for Ringwood in chasing the odd goal to even the scores before half-time. McCarthy to Lang. Lang's a good mover, continuing to impress completely with his first half exhibition. Luton knocked it across the line. It should be Sunshine's ball. Other way.
Yes, Willie Lang getting past Luton, so took the ball a little bit too far.
Bray will have the kick. John Bray, sometimes in the midfield, but selected 4 times this year and playing further back this time. 22-year-old Scott gives the ball over here to Mike Lynn. Kent tried to catch Wilf Lang, but nobody's tricking Lang today, and it's back to Garthwaite now on a deflect, and he finds Van Egmond beaten a moment ago with his right hand outstretched to cut off a header by Kokoska, which was the first and only goal of the match. Some good play here today, and here's this terrific character, Van Egmond, captain of the Ringwood side, full of spirit and gusto and courage and everything else. Beautifully won ball. Petrov through here to Pocock. Pocock hasn't got much pace, and Plum runs him out. Gave him a yard and beat him a yard to the ball.
Yes, I think Ray's almost as old as I am. A quick throw in there from Pocock. Oh, it looks like a foul throw, is it? I don't know, the referee's making gestures to all and sundry there, but it looks like it'll have to be thrown once again. And Willie Lang coming across to take that throw in. He's got Howe. No, he's leaving it for Howe now. Seems to be a bit of keepings off. Howe, a long throw. Yes, it is a long throw. Adams in the way. Up they go once again. Looks like a corner kick. Yes, it is. It's a corner kick. McCarthy coming across to take this one. And it's Kokoska moving up front again. Oh, a quick one taken by Sunshine. Oh, Cumming gets around nicely, coming in. We'll cut this one in. Oh, but Van Egmond very nicely comes out, takes control of that one.
Ringwood on the attack from defence. Garthwaite with the ball, always an attacking defender. Kent holds up play, waiting for O'Callaghan to get into position. Back to Garthwaite. Meant for Kent. Bad play. Pocock to Luton. Bad play again. Luton tries to take this one and gives it to Kent. That was a skilled piece of play by Johnny Luton. A lot of misdirected passing. Backheeled there by McRobert.
Sunshine. McRobert with the ball. Lang making a move for him, throws it in nicely. Can he get around his man? No, they allow it to roll over, and it's a goal kick once again to Ringwood.
Rearranged Sunshine side here, leading 1-0. Flew hit Petrov and McCarthy. They're playing, however. A groin injury has put Piotrowski out, and he's a good goal scorer. And work complications with end of financial year stock checking. This is Frank Muscle, great player out of the side. Right. The Orangeman. The orange colours of pushing the back to McRobert, I thought. Balls to Adams, and the ref is looking back there, and Adams is still down on the deck. And the ref is continuing to have a look over there and keep one eye on the ball and one eye behind the play. Kent delivers it to O'Callaghan, who from the header gets it down at his feet very well, I thought. In that area, Williamson, who's only been playing in patches, haven't sighted much of him, gets the ball into the penalty area. And outed very nicely by Peter Lewis, 20 years of age and from Pollock Juniors. I think I mentioned before that he's been booked twice this year. Against JUST was one case, and against Fitzroy United Alexander the other, I think.
Yes, he's quite a fiery player. A lot of things he shouldn't, but I think he'll clear it up with a bit of age. 20, 21, whatever he is. There's Chris Kent, a nice curling corner, going for the far post, headed in by Luyton, misdirected, taken away by McCarthy. McCarthy finding Cumming. Pocock, oh, nicely done by Ray Pocock. Can he run onto this one again? He does so. Gets around Plum nicely. There's experience for you, but too many defenders coming back and clearing the ball.
Ray got there very quickly to help his otherwise embarrassed defender. 22-year-old number 5 is a Scot who is two Scots playing it close. Oh, the header by McRobert is right over the top bar. McRobert.
How do you like your business? Come through. You like your rowing machine and
Oh, sorry, that's what I need really.